Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see third-year quarterback Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans as they match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. From up top, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
Watson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Yeah, it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the 40 now on second down. Watson. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
Now that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game, whether that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Complete, he finds Brain. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, Watson. It's complete, Stills. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Let's go. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing his line. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Love. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Breida. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Play. Like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And Blake, the tight end's got it. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. It'll be a loss of 1. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
From the gun, here's Lott. Finding Green complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 41 Mike.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Here's it, bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Lott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 10, Luck again. He's got it to Hilton. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple of extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It was Justin Houston who got him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Hey, exit.
On 1st down, it's long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Mike is 59. Come off the ball.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Luck now, 8 of 11 in this 1st half. He's got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, he finds Hopkins complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Watson. That's Stills bringing it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake it. Now Love. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. This is Breida. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. From the 41, Luck finds his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Luck now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Luck. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Luck. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point in the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Watson going deep here for Stills. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the 50, it's Watson. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Back now in Indianapolis. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. From the 35 on 2nd down. Watson underneath. He's got Brate. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Watson going deep for Hopkins. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year. And he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. Now Luck, complete to Hilton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The dump off good for 8 there on first down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away. And incomplete.
Incomplete. Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Luck. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. To the air again, Luck. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. This is Miller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw again on second down. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard pass.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone. And I believe he likes it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and the result, a Houston touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I want to go back to something. You said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. After the interception, here's Watson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 20! Touchdown, Houston! Cameron Brate with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Luck says, let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Luck.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back to the air. Luck on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Luck. And that will be incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Back to throw, Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all day.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually.